Hey Karan, welcome. Congratulations on achieving your PMP certification. I know this must be quite a lot of relief for you, as you wanted that somehow to get it done. And let's hear from you your journey. So hope you're quite excited as me in this.
Dr. Asmat, I know I'm so excited and thank you so much for the wishes. Such a fulfilling experience to know that I've completed the PMP and not just completed the PMP. It's not a tick mark thing for me. It's just everything I learned is what's more fulfilling than passing the exam. Pass just small validation, but the biggest achievement for me is everything I learned during this entire journey. That's the biggest thing for me.
Yes. So how did it start all through? Like, what was your preparation basically to knock it off in very quickly? You didn't take more time. You took less about a 3 week or so. I think that was
Yeah.
fantastic. So how did you do? How did you go about? What was the real element which pushed you to go for the certification successfully?
Well, I think your own question because you said I did the exam within 3 weeks of completing the course, and that's what helped the most because all of paying attention during the boot camp was crucial. I mean, ever since growing up in high school and college, I always never could mentally prepare and study as much, and but do was I just used to focus more in class and the exam within close proximity of finishing the course is the boot camp rather is what really helped because all of that content was still fresh in my mind. All of the discussions we had both in the WhatsApp group and the PMP community during the classes, all of those things were fresh in my mind. And it was easy to just quickly revise on key topics and key concepts. And that's what kind of pushed me forward to complete the exam successfully.
Okay. And what about the preparation? Did you really do mock exams? And if so, how was your mock performance in the first attempt?
Sure. I did 3 or 4 mock exams along with a few, random questions. And also, most of, I think all of my team are PMP certified at work. So they used to keep quizzing me randomly on a few topics here and there also. So that kind of like kept me on my toes. The first mock exam I did, I got about 75%. And then after that went
Yeah.
up as I saw the first result, saw the areas I was lacking, and then went back to the recorded camp content and went back and restudied, and then just gradually went up here.
Yeah, I think first attempt 75 first mock is great because that shows the understanding which you really, I think you spend a lot of time and effort during the boot camp,
Mhm.
understanding the concepts very well, maybe revisiting the recording at times. Was that helpful?
Yes, the bootcamp, like I said, was the biggest thing that kept that got me to understand the concepts. And once I understood the concepts, it was easy to relate and remember and revise. And going back to the course after the mock exam really was get any exam you see exactly in which area and you know you have to improve on and you can just areas as well. And going back to the it's just easy.
Yes. And like, how was your exam day? Like, I know did you take it in the center or was it at home or how was it?
I took it in the center, and that's how I've been strongly advising my colleagues who are attempting the PMPs as well. It's always best to do it in the center, like you've said in camp as well. And it just helps you focus so much more. At home, you're in your comfort zone, your comfy clothes, so you don't really feel like focusing on the exam. But once you're in the center, it's much easier. You feel more focused, and taking those breaks really helps. And honestly, it's a 4 hour exam. I finished it 1 hour earlier. And then I just said, okay, I'm done. And then I got up and I said, yeah, I'm good. And then I was happy when I got that result. I was like, oh, okay.
So literally you I think knocked it off very early. Like how was your first 60, second 60, and third 60 set of questions? Was it like very tough, medium?
No, it actually quite, it wasn't that tough. And that's what scared me a bit because, the mock exams are quite challenging. And as I was doing the exam, I was breezing through the questions and I was so confident with the answers. I thought, if I'm this happy with the answers, I feel maybe I'm just doing it wrong and I'm overconfident. So I was a little scared. But when the result came, yeah, the answers were going pretty well and understanding of the concept were good. More questions were around risk, around agile, around people focus. And that's where the bootcamp helped the most because you don't learn that sort of stuff in a textbook when it comes to people, when it comes to agile. You learn all of that through simulations, through examples that we learned from yourself and from the rest of the group in the bootcamp. So these sorts of things are more intangible and you learn them only during live discussions. So that's why the bootcamp really helped me in this entire process.
Okay, great. Sounds good. So bootcamp makes a difference if you are attentive and focused, and if you can connect the experience with the subject, with the theory and the practice. I think that makes a difference, right? And I really
Exactly.
like the way you approach this. Quick with attempting few things and go for the examination. And you felt it easy. Like though this exam actually is not easy, like as
Mhm.
like it's not like a cakewalk, but you made it look like a cakewalk, right? So, what do you recommend people? Should they take up bootcamp from me, or should they not take up bootcamp from me anytime?
For sure, especially seeing the trend of I've heard from other colleagues who are attempting the PMP as well. Most of the questions and the exams these days seem to be, again, this is what I've been just noticed. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but what I've noticed and heard is that most of the exams and questions is going more towards application questions rather than theory questions. Because I have a bunch of colleagues who've done their PMPs a while ago. It was very theory focused, very textbookish focused. But these days, given the market, given how operations are these days on so many things like employee engagement, mental health, and being more people oriented, all of the question, not all, sorry, a majority of the questions these days are more focused on people rather than processes. And I know this sounds a bit agile also, but the focus was agile.
Hmm.
So doing a boot camp with you really helps. Because that was my key to unlocking the exam. And those discussions you have during the class are what help the most, more than the content, more than the theory. Those discussions, that networking, and hearing other people's experiences as well as yours from your work experience, that's what really pushes you towards success. It's like this.
Right on. And I think some trainers and coaches, what they do is they don't give this LO choice material. I know the value of LO choice. Did you feel it was valuable having LO choice content, the quick summary of going through line by line, and it helps a lot?
Yes, that's actually extremely important, but especially for me, because that's how I studied. Like I said, growing up, I could never study for too long at a stretch. My brain just gets tired. So focusing in the classrooms or in the boot camp and having something like LO choice, you have that sort of nice summaries of the concepts. That's what really is what I need to be successful in any not just any exam, successful in understanding and applying any topic, be it as wide as PMP or it could be a small thing, cooking something.
Right. And you had any calculation questions as well during the exam?
Very few,
Okay. Was it
maybe two or three.
earned value or PERT or what exactly?
It was an earned value.
Okay. And that concept also helped you a lot, right? That you didn't
Yeah,
have. Okay.
exact concept helped. I'm not scared of numbers, but then when you're sitting in a 3 or 4 hour exam with 180 questions, it's hard to go numbers, and you just don't have the motivation to. So thankfully, God grace, there wasn't too much theory, and like I said, that's what I've been hearing a lot. That this is where they're going more towards after they've adopted agile mentality. So yeah, that's again just to reiterate. That's why the boot camp helped.
Hmm. Now I think it must be a lot of fun because a lot of new things to learn, new opportunities. Like you have this AI-based courses, free courses, which are available for
Mhm.
my certified people. So generative AI and all those things. I think that is going to help you to really learn the latest and the greatest of what is required. There is also PM XPO, which is happening on 21st. You must be knowing about it, right? It's a free program for
Yeah.
certified. You can go and attend that. I think it's going to be fun for sure. I'm
Mhm.
sure you gave a very strong message to the audience that focus get related to the experience and things like that. Amazing. I really wish you a great success, Karan. I think you have been quite an inspiration because the way you went through the exam quickly and got it done, and almost like you got two domains above target and also one domain was just, I know it missed a margin there, but you were all there seamlessly. Thank you so much, and thank you for being part of this show as well and inspiring others.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khan. A
Yes.
huge thank you as well for the classrooms, the boot camps, the boot camp support, and just that encouragement itself makes such a big difference apart from the content. So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.